Hi everyone. Today's video, you're going to see this Amy Lancombe figure, and I'm going to go over a few things I wanted to tell you guys about it. And you're going to see this Muppet 25-year anniversary toy, and about 8 or 9 other items that I picked up. So if you want to learn why I picked them out, how much I paid, don't you go anywhere. Well, here we are at the first store of the day. I got a full tank of gas, I got a full wallet, and I'm full of enthusiasm. So follow me inside, because it's going to be a good day. To start the day off, I walked over to this aisle. I saw this wooden decoy duck. It was $4.99. Had a lot of damage, and it was fairly cheaply made anyway. The next thing I saw on this aisle was this sumo wrestler. I can't read Japanese, but I think he held sake or some other liquor. It was $8.99. I wouldn't have gotten them anyway. I picked up this little ugly hat and put the ugly hat right back. Then I saw this Happy Easter sign, this little bunny. He was cute, but Easter was about 8 months away. So I left that. Then I saw this bird figure. I picked it up, it was $3.99. It just felt really cheap, so I put it back and moved to the next aisle. The first thing I saw on this aisle was this jewelry box. It was made of wood, you put pictures on it. Next to that was this box with peace carved in it. It was really cheap, looked homemade actually. Then I saw this Panaview 2. It was $2.99. It was an old slide viewer. I will put it in the cart so I can look it up later. On the way to the next aisle, I stopped at this little end cap. It had women's change purses. It had phone holders, probably outdated. Then I saw this Dry Easy bedwetting alarm. It was only going for 99 cents. I looked them up. They were going for near $30, so I kept it. This shelf, I saw that dog made of golf balls. It was very clever, but I couldn't sell it for money. Then I saw these art figures. They looked like they had a lot of age. They were made by the Roman Art Company. But when I looked them up, they really were not worth that much, so I had to leave them. This pilgrim woman was made of cheap wood, so I had to pass on her. And on the shelf below, there was just some glassware and stuff I wasn't interested in. So I had to move on to the next aisle. This aisle had a couple of baskets. I have no idea what this was, but I've seen them before. There was another basket. There was this cheese board for $4.99. It was pretty nice, but I didn't want to sell it. Then underneath, on the shelf below, they had these replica road construction cones by Shopper Image. They were $4.99. I wanted to look them up and see what they were worth. Oh, those yellow and green things in my cart, they're John Deere salt and pepper shakers, but I'll explain them in a minute. But first, let me go pay for this, and then I'll meet you in the car. Before we go to the next store, I wanted to go over the 4 items that I got at this Goodwill. The first ones were a set of these construction cones made by Shopper Image. I assume they're little desktop displays, but they're pretty cool. I looked them up online. There's one guy selling 3 of them for $19.95, and I paid $4.99 for 4, so I think I'll do okay. The next one is this Panaview 2 slide viewer. It lights up, and you can just stick the old-time slides in it, and you can see what's on the slide. If you need one, I'm one of the few people that have one, because this is pretty old. They go for $2.99. Online, I think I can get $15 for them, so I think I'll do okay. The next one is this Dry Easy bedwetting alarm. I paid 99 cents for them. I looked these up online, and they're going for $20 plus $5 shipping. And on the high end, they're going for $35 plus shipping. So I definitely will do okay with this one, and it's brand new in a box. The last one, which you didn't see on film because I went and deleted the film, with his John Deere salt and pepper shakers. They go for about $15, and I think mostly because the name John Deere's on them. But I paid $2.99 for them, so I'll make a pretty decent profit on this too. Well, all in all, it was a pretty nice stop at a little Goodwill. So follow me to the next store and let's see what we can find there. The Easy Dry Bedwetting Alarm, it sold for $15.95 plus $5.95 shipping. And it sold in less than 12 hours. Not bad for a 99-cent investment. I wonder what else I sold. Well, we're going to have to get back to the video to find out. Let's go. Well, we're off to the next store. You never know what kind of treasures you're going to find. So you just keep going in this business. You go from one store to the next, and then one day you hit a nice score. Well, if you guys are enjoying this video, please click the notification bell. And then YouTube will let you know when I put out my next video. Well, sit back and enjoy the ride. We'll be at the next store in about 10 minutes. See you there. I made my way over to this first aisle. I picked this up. It was, I guess, a candle holder, but even for $1.18, it didn't impress me. So I put it back. I continued down the aisle. It was mostly glassware. A couple of more candles, holders. On the shelf below, there was a lot of candles. Nothing that I wanted. There was a couple of pieces of pottery. But on the very bottom shelf, I saw this sun catcher. It was bigger than usual. It was very pretty. It had flowers. It had butterflies. It was $3.98. I knew I could make money, so I kept it. The next aisle on my journey had a lot of plates and cups and saucers. Nothing was really catching my eye on this aisle. But then I saw this cowgirl hat figure. It said, "Good cowgirls keep their calves together," but it was also a coffee mug. It was only $4.98. I figured it was unique and I could make money with it, so I took it home. I walked over to this aisle. I saw this selfie stick. It was $4.98. Not a bad price for a selfie stick, but I had just bought one, so I didn't need one, and they don't sell for all that much more than that, so I left it. I came across this challenge coin. It said United States Navy. I didn't know anything about it. It was $4.98, so I figured I'd put it in a cart and I'd see what it was worth. Well, this store ended up to be pretty much of a bust. I ended up putting both the cowgirl mug back and the challenge coin and just getting the sun catcher. So it's off to another store. See you there. Well, here we are pulling up to the last Goodwill of the day. This store has been pretty good to me in the past, so I'm hoping it continues. Okay, guys, now don't jump out until the car stops rolling. I'll see you inside. Found this nice ceramics aisle. Had a lot of ceramics on it. The first thing I saw was this rhinoceros. I thought it was a ceramic, but it was just cheap plastic. Right next to it was this angel figure, a cute face, pretty detailed. It was only $1.99. I put it back, but I probably should have kept it. I kept going down the aisle. There was some pretty nice stuff on it. These birds were nice, but they were made of resin, that cheap resin, so I passed. Then I saw this cat. I knew right away it was by Amy Lacombe. I think that's how her name's pronounced, because the whiskers are made of wire and they have the little balls on the end. And I've sold them before, and I always make a profit, so I kept it. The Amy Lacombe figure sold for $10.95 plus $5.95 shipping. Not a big profit, but at least it was a profit, and it sold within 2 days. So it shows you how they sell. I haven't packaged it yet, so I want to show you this. In order to recognize her work, just look for the metal whiskers with the little round balls. Everything I've seen that she's made has that. This is her signature. So when you're at Goodwill or Salvation Army, just scan down the aisle, and if you see it, pick them up. You'll always make a few bucks on them, and there's a fairly big demand for them, so they sell fast. Now let's get back to the video. I walked over to the toy aisle. I saw this pet shop toy. I looked it up. Even though it was only $2.99, it wasn't going for that much, so I had to put it back. Next, I saw this tread speeder, a Star Wars action toy. It was $4.99. I looked it up. They were going for a little bit over $20, so I decided to keep that. I continued down the toy aisle because this aisle was just packed with toys. I came across this little robot, but it was a no-name robot, so it wasn't worth much. This is Avengers. It was a puzzle. Still nothing. Not worth anything. This Barbie Dolphin Magic doll was $3.99. I looked it up. They were going for over $20, so I kept it. I went right back to the toy aisle. I knew there was a lot of toys I had missed. This truck, it wasn't much. It was a cheap old truck. Little baby doll, cute face. Right next to the baby doll was this Polly Pockets toy, brand new in a package. It was called Snowball Surprise. It wasn't all that expensive, but for $3.99 I could make a profit on it, so I took it home. I kept moving down the toy aisle. There was some pretty decent stuff, but nothing that I thought I could make some money on. There are these pink castles. And just as I was about to leave the toy aisle, I saw this. It was Muppets 25th anniversary, called Crash Helmet Gonzo. It was $4.99. I looked them up. They're going for over $40. So this was definitely going home with me. This was the last aisle I was going to hit at this store. It was on the way out anyway. I didn't like anything on it, but you never know at Goodwill's. You gotta look on every shelf and every place, but you never know what you'll find. On the bottom shelf, I did see this music box. It synchronizes your Christmas lights and your music, and it was only $3.99. I looked them up. They were going for $20, so I kept it. Well, it was time to take all of my stuff and head out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and share this video with a friend. Happy hunting, guys.